is a show where we pluck out a name from the very famous list from the Geeks, Flicks, and Joysticks podcast, watch it and view it and review it right here for your viewing pleasure. I am your host, Enterprises, with me sometimes, mi compia,
Felix.
Pinchy, Bullet Time, Felix. The movie we plucked out today is none other than 2008's Max Payne.
It was 2008, better.
Yeah, 2008. The most 2008. Obviously, the reason why I put this is because I have a Max Payne 1 and 2 review on my personal channel that I'm going to link around here somewhere and at the end. And while I was doing that, I made a mention like, oh, well, this video game got a movie made out of it, so it must be good, right? And totally forgot that I have not even seen the fucking movie. So I was like, I'm going to watch the movie for the list because I just became like a mega Max Payne mark. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, 2008 Max Payne starring El Marky Mark, Mark Wahlberg, Mila Kunis, Bo Bridges, Ludacris, Chris O'Donnell, and a handful of other people. The synopsis reads, coming together to solve a series of murders in New York City are a police detective and an assassin who will be hunted by the police, the mob, and a ruthless corporation. You have not played those Max Paynes, right?
None of them whatsoever.
Which you should. You
really?
Bastard. Yeah, they're good. Even the old ones on the Xbox. Watch my review if you don't believe me.
Okay.
So I want to try to get your thoughts on it because you're coming at it as a strictly this is a movie frame of mind. Like you haven't played any of the games, so you have nothing to compare it to.
No, the only thing I know about the games is that I don't know if they were the first, but they were like famous because of the bullet time.
They were the first game to coin the phrase bullet time.
Oh, okay.
Bullet time has been presented before 2003 with in the movie form of Matrix and other movies before it, but Max Payne they coined the term bullet time.
Okay, yeah, because I remember watching this movie not in 2007. No, I watched it like 2008. I watched it like 2 years later, maybe a year later.
Oh, so you had seen it before?
Yeah, but it was better way more than 12 years ago.
Word.
Yes.
What about you?
I'm not gonna say it's one of the best cop movies I've seen, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was interesting. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, I think it was cool. The visuals were interesting.
Yeah.
That was one of the standout parts of the movie. Mm-hmm. The inclusion of the Valkyries, I do not know what the fuck is that's about, but I liked it. Mm-hmm. And that's about it. That's the only thing I like, because the other things. Oh, and Mila Kunis, she's in the movie. She
was a surprise to me. I did not know she was in this movie until I saw her popped up. Going in, I only knew a Marky Mark. I didn't know Luda. I didn't know anybody else.
I remembered Luda when he popped out, like, oh, Simon, that guy's also in this. But like all in all, I had fun. It was cool. I'm not gonna say wow, it fucking wowed me, but no, it was interesting. Didn't have a bad time. How about you? I want to know what you think about this.
But I'm gonna go ham because you know how your boy is.
Fuck yeah.
So off the bat, Marky Mark kind of gets the moody voice from Max Payne a little bit. I could buy him as Max Payne. His initial outfit, nada que ver. I mean, Max Payne is just a detective, man. Towards the end, what he's wearing towards the end is more closer to the actual outfit. So I don't even know how they managed to fuck that up, but they did. I was like, okay, cool. They're gonna do the metro scene. They did, but they didn't.
What metro scene?
Because when he gets robbed for the watch.
Oh, Simon.
That was totally random. Y ni al caso, because what happens in the game, they threw the game out the window, bro. Like, those Valkyries are non-existent in the game. That's not a thing.
Like most video game, movie adaptations.
It is fucking frustrating.
What, the Valkyrie thing?
Everything. Why do they do this with games, in video games? Just put the thing on the thing. Just put the thing on the thing. Why do you think we like Mortal Kombat as shit as that is? It's because it's just Mortal Kombat. It's
even
fight.
Sonic 2 was pretty cool. I just watched that also, and it was fun.
The Sonics are great because Sonic is a little weird because he doesn't have one main storyline to base off of. So you can technically do whatever the fuck you want. You can have him be an adopted child of Cyclops and his fine wife and do whatever the fuck you want because he just does all this kind of different shit, right?
Yep.
But Max Payne has one storyline, and is this, and you start to switch it up, and you kind of borrow, and you did it, and those Valkyrie Death Angel thingies do not go. I do appreciate that the movie does have somewhat of a 2008. Some shots did give me comic book feel because that's the first word that you use to describe Max Payne. It's a comic book. The cutscenes are comic book strips narrated by Max. He's broody, he's pissed off, he's grungy, he's all those emo words in the coolest way, right?
Like most of the male leads of those types of movies in that time?
Yes, exactly. So, another thing that kind of annoyed me was the casting. I would have flipped the Mija that gets killed, spoiler alert, right? But I mean, it happens in the game as well. I would have made her Mona Sachs instead of Mila Kunis. I did not buy Mila as Mona Sachs. I felt like the other lady looked and felt more. I felt like Natasha, her sister.
Yeah.
I would have flipped those. But because it's Mila Kunis, y la verga, yeah, I get it. But to serve the movie properly, I would have flipped those roles. I bought Natasha, the lady who plays Natasha, way more as Mona.
Wasn't she the one who was in Hitman?
Yeah.
Doing the exact same character?
Oh, verga. Olga Kurylenko.
Esa morra.
Nailed it. Who's fine as well. Yes, her credits are Hitman, which I haven't seen any of those movies as well.
I've just seen the first one.
What is this? 8 minutes? Oh, shit. What? Okay, distracted. So I would have flipped that for the movie. I didn't buy Mila Kunis as Mona. You know, she was just pissed off and just the way that whole thing breaks down, not que ver, güey. Again, the whole wing shit when they're high, not in the game. The whole thing of it being developed for the army shit, not in the game. You know what the game is?
What?
Homeboy comes up to his family being murdered, right?
So that part they got right?
Not even, because they did it halfway through the movie in a weird, like a very Mickey Mouse version of it. The opening scene of that game is the like, even to this day, it's like one of the most traumatizing moments in gaming history.
What the? Okay.
You come up to your house, there's blood everywhere. Your wife is screaming. You walk into your room, there's blood everywhere. She's laid on the bed dead, and then there's blood on the baby crib, and it's over.
Holy shit.
So it's very impactful. And in this fucking movie, it's like daytime, and it's like, it's just like a little bit of blood, and then yeah, the crib has, but they do that in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, that was kind of PG also. Was it PG?
The whole thing? I think
like
it was.
The movie. Yeah.
Yeah, PG-13. Fuck that. It's rated M for mature way. It's not for kids. Have the opening scene of the movie be the opening scene of the fucking game, bro. They took the impact of the opening of the game out, which is the best Kickstarter of the whole story, which gives you a reason to know why Max is a broody fucking fuck. You know, they did it in a flashback halfway through. So I was kind of like, So Max is pissed off, and the way he's pissed off in this movie, you just don't understand why, you know? And he keeps the same too. You don't go up and down. He only shows one emotion. It's pissed off.
Es cierto. Yeah, that's pretty true, because he's not even like calm. No, he's always pissed off. There was this one scene that did piss me off, and it's a stupid scene.
Yeah.
You're gonna call me dumb because of this, and I know, and I'm still gonna say it.
Go ahead.
So, it's just a quick fucking scene. He's washing his hands, then his coffee pot starts boiling, which that coffee pot does not make that sound. First of all.
Okay.
Then he turns the coffee off.
Okay.
Grabs his coat, takes his keys, and fucks off. Why did you boil a pot of coffee
if you're not gonna drink it?
No.
I guess because he's not in the right mind or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, you can say a million and one things because, I mean, if this thing is not even close to what the video game is, except because of the name.
Close. Not even close.
Then they just took the name and ran whatever they wanted to with it.
They did pluck out parts of the game, but placed them whatever they felt it was convenient. So
which is kind of fucked.
So Mona Sax's sister does die.
Mm-hmm.
And it is killed by the same person. So what happens in the video game is that eventually you get framed for your wife and daughter's murder, along with a handful of other detectives that were actually trying to help you, and you get framed for that. And you're running around town, and you have to run away from these crackheads who are high on V, plus the police. And every time you get to a building, the building lights up on fire, and someone comes and tries to fuck with you, and you get hit in the head. And when you get hit in the head, Max, because he's fucking traumatized, has these nightmare scenarios, which were nowhere to be seen. There was probably one, but doesn't really count because it was that flashback. And then when he's underwater, he has one of his wife being like, "Come on, you can do it, buddy. Yay." No, that's not what the fuck it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be creepy and scary.
You can do it, you lovely window licker.
No, it's not that. It's supposed to be dark. This is like the main one. It's all dark, and you have to follow this blood trail in the game, right? This is the most famous part of the game. You have to follow this blood trail, and it's a blood trail maze. Guess what the level's called? The blood trail maze, right? Meanwhile, you have to follow the voice of your wife and daughter crying. So that's how you have to figure out which way to go. The louder it gets, the closer it gets to the thing. And then if you fall off, there's a very funny meme Max Payne yell, which is fucking hilarious, which I point out in the video, right? I was expecting some of that because it's a cool thing. It's a fucking movie. You can make stuff cool. Knock his ass out. Give him a little fucking nightmare scenario. They don't. So that's blown there, right? He in this movie, he's framed for the wrong murder. It's all off. And then a random ass cameo from Nelly Furtado. So shout outs to her. For
where?
She was the sister, wasn't she?
What sister?
The sister of his beloved.
Are you fucking serious?
Was it not her? See, wait, Nelly Furtado, wait, eat my ass.
What the fuck? In what scene?
When they go to her funeral, and she smacks the shit out of him.
In the wake?
Yeah, when she's the one that smacks the dog shit out of him.
She's the wife, not the wife of the cop.
She's the wife of somebody.
She's the cop's wife?
I think so. Balder? Was
yeah,
that the name of the,
yeah, because
she was somebody.
Yeah, she was the wife of his ex-partner, the guy that was killed in his apartment.
Correct.
Yeah.
I thought it was the sister of the whatever. Fuck. Because she just took me out. I was just trying to figure out, is that fucking Nelly Furtado the whole time?
I never clocked her as Nelly Furtado.
She looks more like fucking Mona Sax than Mila Kunis does.
Are you fucking for real?
I swear to God. I'm going to send you a picture of Mona Sax, bitch.
Okay. God damn it. She looks more like Mona Sax than that bitch.
Exactly. I copped the logo shit immediately.
What logo shit?
And they didn't even point it out. So the logo of the company,
the V,
is like a dotted wing, but they didn't even come back to it.
But that thing is everywhere. It pissed me off.
But it's like so obvious that it's supposed to represent the wing of the whatever the fuck.
And then that
right?
really pissed me off because it's everywhere, in every wall, in every window, in every booty hole, and they never allude to it.
No. So I was like, okay, you fucked me with the bullet time. You got the wrong Mona Sax. At least you finna do bullet time correctly, right? Nah.
Oh.
They do one goofy
with a
ass
shotgun?
one. Yeah, they do one goofy ass one with him looking backwards and shooting. I don't know.
That was dumb.
And then one towards the end with the main bad guy, which is just like him shooting, but they slowed it down. You could have done something, get yourself in third person as if it was the game, and then do a bullet time of him shooting a bunch of people as he's diving sideways. Something. Be creative. Try to be cool.
Which I think that would have been way easier.
See, wait. You need less effects. Literally have him just in normal action jump and and then do fucking 12 frames per second or whatever it is, and it would look dope. Try to be cool, movie. You're not trying to be cool. You're just rushing this fucking movie. There was no buildings on fire, only one towards the end. There's like 40 of them in the fucking game. Every building you leave,
when he looks at the
up.
building after taking the drug?
He don't take no fucking drugs in the game, neither. He becomes fucking Captain America for some reason. What are you doing? It's a drug for junkies. Anyway, proceed.
No, that also got the whole thing with the drug making you invincible.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. And by the end, when they shoot the fucker,
he's invincible. It has to take because it has to take.
You what?
The drug has to take, apparently. But he was still seeing those Valkyrie things, and then he overcome the Valkyrie things. But then he didn't even use the fucked up part of like the baby girl of his daughter and the white, like that had no impact in him overcoming anything.
No,
he just took the 2 vials and now I'm fucking Hulk now.
And by the end, when they shoot the bad guy in the chest,
yeah,
I was like, weren't you invincible, you son of a bitch?
Who? The old guy didn't take V?
El Lupino, the other guy.
Oh.
The soldier boy.
Well, because he shot him perfectly in the chest. You're invincible, but to a point, I guess. He had no shirt on, and Max had a shirt on.
Oh, and that stopped the bullets, I guess.
I'm trying to help this fucker out.
My hat must have been like it must have cost him like $50 that shirt, because no mames, way.
It's +3 armor. You don't know the game. The shirts and the tie is a +3 armor.
He rolled a crit.
See, wait. So even though he's acting broody the whole time, he's not mentally fucked up, which is the major focal point in the game. Is to
in
fuck
all
you
the
up
games,
mentally.
right?
Yes, he's fucked up. In the third one, he's a complete fucking mess. In the third Max Payne, he's a mess.
Was the third one the one that came out for the 360?
Yeah, he's a drunken mess. He wants to die. He don't want nothing to do with the world. He's like, fuck it. Like, he's one of those, right? And in the game, he's tormented by the fucking the shit that happened, you know? That's where the nightmare scenarios comes in, you know? Every time he gets knocked out, he has one of those nightmare scenarios, and that's what happened here, where they just had a half of a vision that nada que ver, and the drug and the bullshit or whatever, right? Another thing that kind of pissed me off was he don't shoot a bullet until around an hour and 2 minutes in the movie. I made a note. It's 45 minutes in, and he doesn't shoot. He doesn't shoot anything.
Way.
He didn't shoot anything. And those like him and
Hold
Mona.
on. ¿Cómo no? When he was in the bathroom shooting up the bathroom stalls. That was 45 minutes in?
I guess, but he didn't shoot it at anybody. He was doing it to make a point. But yeah, you're right. You're right. That was early on. But I didn't cop it because he didn't shoot it at anybody. He's shooting it to intimidate the guy.
Okay.
He's shooting at, I mean, you're right, yes, but I didn't think of it because he doesn't shoot anybody. He doesn't shoot at anybody until an hour and 2 minutes into the movie.
La verga, güey.
It's a shooter game. Well, shoot.
Pew-pews, motherfucker.
And they do have a few shootouts. Mona has her moments where she shoots a few motherfuckers, and that was cool because it was cool. Like the shootouts that they were having, it's cool, you know. Like when he had the shotgun and he's walking up to people and he's murking motherfuckers. That's what the game feels like.
That was fun. I have to say,
was fun.
That felt fun, way.
And you know why it's fun? Because it's done in a fucking video game, bruh. Just do the fucking game, man. The same with Uncharted. He don't shoot a bullet in the whole fucking movie. It's like,
hold on, what?
I think he doesn't shoot similar to this, like into the end. He doesn't get a gun and he don't shoot a bullet throughout most of the movie.
And I haven't started playing them, but weren't all the fucking Uncharted start with a shootout?
Anyway, he don't shoot a bullet until like well into the movie.
Why do these fuckers think that changing the core dynamics of the character is gonna be something appealing? Why?
It's like you go to a restaurant, right? And you've had bean and cheese burrito. And I want a fucking bean and cheese burrito.
Of course.
And it says on the menu bean and cheese burrito, and you get a fucking taco with bean and cheese. It's not the same, innit? Yes, it has tortilla y la verga. It's not the fucking same. I want a bean and cheese fucking burrito. That's what I liked. That's what I came here for. That's why it's so popular, because it's a bean and fucking cheese burrito, not a fucking taco. And you want to make a taco and you want to have it deep fried. How many times have you had fancy food that's way worse than the cheap, dirty shit in the fucking corner of your house? You love the dirty shit.
It's been many times since that happened.
The dirty shit is the better. Quit trying to fucking Hollywood it up. Quit trying to make it pretty. Copy and paste, bread. Copy and fucking paste. What was cool from this movie? What they copied and pasted from the game. I liked how the bullets felt when they hit people. I don't know if it's just my. I don't know if it's just
the movie.
Yeah, in the movie. I don't know if it's just my setup, but every time he got hit,
it carried weight.
Right, it was, and it made a sound like, and it like went through a motherfucker, and it felt like real. You know, there's one section when he's running away from everybody that they do the heartbeat.
Oh, Simon.
And the lights, that's kind of pretty similar to the game. That was fucking dope as well. So when you copied and pasted, you did a good job, Max Payne from 2008. When you did, you fucking changed the whole movie way. And then it kind of ends abruptly, right?
Yeah. What?
Enough to make you go like, wait, what? Like everything is resolved, but then he's just like standing there, and then freeze, and then tan tan. You're like, oh, pero, are they gonna take him? Like, what's gonna happen there?
And then we have that post-credit scene that tells you nothing.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Which one?
How many were there?
I didn't see any. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, there was one where Max, and I didn't. I first saw this.
I fast forward too, and I didn't find any.
Oh, I also fast forward because there was a big chunk of the credits, and I was like, they're not gonna Disney this shit up. And I started like fast forwarding through it, scrubbing through the thing, and then images popped up. Oh shit! So I backed it up. The credit scene is Max enters the bar. The bartender says, "Spin a minute." She's in the back. He sits down in front of Mila. Mila throws a folder in front of him with the face of the ageist old lady.
Right. Because she's like the bad guy in the second one, the old lady. Yes.
Yeah, and that's how it ends.
So there were plans for them to make a second one, but this was so donkey garbage that they pulled out.
Apparently, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I did not know this had a post-credit scene until earlier today. I fast
forwarded it, I just didn't find it, so I was like, oh, okay. If I would have seen that, I mean, it doesn't change my opinion or my feelings on it whatsoever.
Oh, fuck no. Wait, no,
movies should make you want to play the game version of the movie. And movie games, should make you want to watch the movie. It should be the same thing. You feel me? If I watch this movie without, like, this had to make you want to play Max Payne. That should be the purpose of this movie.
Quote unquote, yeah.
Right.
Like, cater to the fans of the series.
Yeah.
Because they love the thing.
Right.
And bring new audiences to the experience that is the game.
Because the game will always do it. A good game will always make you want to watch a movie from the video game. Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Because games are fun. And I would watch a movie of this. The movie has to do the same thing the other way around. You have to watch the movie and go, I want to play that game. You know?
Yeah. So
the purpose of this movie should have been, have you wanted to go back and play Max Payne? Did that do that?
No, hell no.
Because it's not the fucking game. If it would have been the fucking game, then you want to play the fuck. Hollywood, you're fired. If I were to remake this motherfucker, I'm remaking it with Carl Urban as Max Payne.
Son.
Right?
Fuck yes.
And I don't know
who Mona... He has the range to do that with.
I don't know who Mona is yet. But this is going to be a distraught, fucked up Max Payne. And we're going to do 3 movies. Okay, I'm probably going to combine 1 and 2 as one movie because it's not enough. I probably will do that. I probably could do that. If it's a series, mas pela. We'll figure it out, right? But that's my dream cast. Carl Urban as Pinchy Max Payne. Suck my balls.
That would be amazing, actually.
That would be dope.
He has demonstrated his acting range.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Very much from Butcher, because I'm currently watching season 3 of The Boys. That's basically Max Payne did evolved phase 3, whatever the fuck, right? He don't give a fuck about life. He's drinking. He was like, fuck you. That's kind of Max Payne. That's how the vibe. Not just I'm pissed because I'm pissed. Right? Super broodier, super emo. That's what it should be.
Yeah, because Butcher is fun in his
own way. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun.
Max Payne is not fun like that. Max Payne's like, I'm down to business. I'm gonna do this shit. We gonna.
I mean,
slow shit
so
down.
He's kind of a. I mean, after watching Dredd, I would think so that he would kick the ass out of this character.
Pretty much, yeah. So, those were my thoughts on Max Payne, along with Felix with a different perspective. Honestly, you should play the games, babe. It's dope.
Okay.
Fuck this movie. But I knew I was gonna get annoyed going in it. I knew I was gonna be annoyed. I knew they were gonna get things wrong. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I took it on my own risk. But we took this bullet for y'all. But if you did watch it along with us and watched it after, please crawl in the comments and let us know what you thought about it. Thought about then, thought about now. You watched it. Why not? Any and all thoughts, please let us know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's rage about it. Let's talk about it. Let's argue about it. Let's do all that shit down in the comments. You can follow me personally at Paurazas, Paurazas. I also have, like I mentioned before, a video game review channel where I reviewed Max Payne 1 and 2. I'm going to link it somewhere around here. Make sure you go and give that some love as well. Worked very hard, and I've been saying this is pretty good. So let me know if it's pretty cool. Make sure you tune into the Geeks, and Joysticks podcast as well on the audio realm. Spotify, Stitcher, all that good shit. Follow my ghostly friend at Jafel91, and anything you want to say to the beautiful people, pinche compa Felix.
I don't believe in heaven. I believe in pain. I believe in fear.
Yeah.
And I believe in death.
It's kind of cool.
That's the best part of the movie, I think. That line.
I'm trying to remember the line from the game. It's like, in the land of the blind, something else. Está mucho más perro.
Yeah, in the land of the blind, I don't know how you call a guy with just one eye, but he's in Spanish is en la tierra de los ciegos el tuerto es rey.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
That sounds way better in English than Spanish.
Yeah. Always and forever you do.
Bye-bye.